Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Goodkin here today with Brooke and Sabrina. We were just talking and they have some questions regarding bloat and indigestion and in their careers and what they're working on, and they're constantly in front of the camera and they want to look and feel their best. It's really important to both of them, but they both commented that they occasionally feel these signs like of water retention or bloat. So if you could, Sabrina, start by telling us a little bit about what you're experiencing.
Thank you, doctor. So I specifically have some questions about water retention and bloating. I noticed that, I know Brooke and I travel a lot, and I noticed that for some reason after getting off flights, we retain a lot of water, and so for shoots, obviously it's not very convenient for us because we don't feel our best. And what are maybe some, I don't know, some foods or some supplements or some teas maybe that you would recommend to kind of release some of that water?
Yeah, and absolutely. Is that consistent with how you feel too? And
oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I was going to ask about foods too. Like if you eat when you eat a big bowl of pasta, you feel like you look pregnant.
Yeah, well, so this actually touches back a lot onto our nutritional biochemistry pillar as well, right? But the hardest thing when you reference the word travel, I mean, for me, I spend a Sunday meal prepping with my wife so that I know I'm controlling the input of food from all the way through the week. I have my lunches and my dinners covered, but when you're traveling, you're at the mercy of, a lot of fast food, a lot of different types of foods that you're just not exposed to on your regular daily basis, right? So those can trigger different responses. But from a food and dietary perspective, gluten and dairy, I keep coming back to these two because they both have inflammatory aspects to them. And I would love for you to remove those foods from your diet and just see how you feel. Take them out for a period of 4 weeks and just give it a shot. But I mean, there's a lot of other factors that can contribute to water retention and bloat. Electrolyte imbalances are huge, right? We talk about minerals and magnesium and sodium and potassium, but a good, healthy, well-balanced diet helps with that as well. I don't think that water retention is a problem of over-consuming water, right? So I would still recommend to maintain proper hydration. I still would say drink half your body weight in ounces of fluid every day, no matter how you feel. And of course, there's menstrual cycle bloating, right? And different reasons why at times you may not feel your best. And a lot of times there's not always a magic bullet to fix these problems, but certainly dialing in nutrition, working on your hydration, working on all those pillars of health, and some certain supplements can help as well. I don't want to jump to the Advil and the anti-inflammatory class. I don't think that's a good place to start. I know a lot of people do, especially for menstrual pain. But as far as like water retention goes and things of that nature, I just think staying on that healthy, clean food diet, staying organic as much as you possibly can, and maybe trying the intermittent fasting that we referenced as well, right? Work your way up. You don't have to jump right into a 16-8, but that's kind of where I'm at. And I know you said maybe you're on a 14-10 break, but so that can help as well. I've had people report back just great feelings of vitality and just improved mental clarity and just overall better sense of well-being doing an intermittent fast as well. So,
what's your take on diuretics? Are they good for your kidneys or are they not? Are they bad for your kidneys because maybe you work them too much?
Such an important question. There's the medication side of diuretics, which a lot of people that suffer from hypertension or high blood pressure are prescribed a diuretic. Diuretics excrete magnesium, potassium, like right out of the gate, right? So you're already creating electrolyte imbalance. I'm not saying that you should discontinue your diuretic for when you're treating hypertension, but certainly be aware that it's causing you to deplete some other minerals as well. But there's also diuretics like caffeine, of course, right? And there's tea. So there's certain things that can cause your body to excrete more water and cause it's a slight imbalance. You want to maintain and try to focus on homeostasis, right? Having that your system, your body in balance. And so diuretics are certainly something to be concerned about, and I tell people if you're going to consume caffeine, just little bits, right, in moderation. Similar to alcohol, right? Alcohol we know is a diuretic, and unfortunately we know the effects of alcohol, right? We know when we wake up we feel those imbalances. So in moderation is so important. I would obviously recommend abstaining from alcohol and diuretics, but I know that's not a reality for most people.
And for the long term, can diuretics can they be bad for your kidney? I guess maybe if you're not drinking enough water, it could be care for your kidneys, right?
I don't necessarily believe that diuretics are going to be bad for your kidneys, but if you have kidney problems, you may not want to.
Right.
You may want to be very careful if you're going to start consuming or taking a diuretic, right? So always consult with your medical provider before starting any therapy, right? But just again, maintaining that homeostasis as much as possible is super important.
Oh, yeah. Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. As always, I'm Dr. Ryan Goodkin. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media at Ryan Live Good. Thank you and be well.